Hey everybody, what's going on? Stuart here, and today we are in the home of Roxy. You know her from Rich Kids of Beverly Hills. The new season's coming up, so what's going on? Like, what's your energy like as we go into season 3?
I'm excited, but I'm a little bit sad. It's been a lot of drama this season.
But isn't that what the audience wants? Like, we watch for some drama, right?
It's what you guys want, but maybe not what I want. It wasn't easy for me, but I hope it'll end up being fun to watch.
Well, I feel like, with the show, you've definitely, even from season 1, with the being cut off and like all of this stuff, I feel like you've definitely really done a lot of growing and coming into your own as a young
totally
female.
become a young woman. I've become independent. I support myself. I've launched my own business, so I feel really good about where my life's at personally. But in terms of like friendships, it's been a little bit challenging.
So what can you share with us? Can you tell us a little bit more? Like, how are you and Morgan?
Morgan and I had a little bit of a rough patch. Our boyfriends had like a really weird business deal that spilled into our friendship.
They always say don't mix business with friends, right?
And then now that she's marrying Brendan, and I'm very close with my boyfriend, it gets like we get more like take sides, I guess more. Yeah, so it's difficult. Yeah. It hasn't been easy, and it's been really sad because she's like my sister. So that's been a little bit of a challenge. And then Taylor Ann Hasselhoff is an old friend of my sister's in high school.
Oh wow, okay.
And they had a big falling out, and maybe I wasn't the nicest because of the older big sister.
You're protecting her.
Yeah, totally protective, right? And now it haunts me 10 years later.
But isn't that life? And isn't that sometimes girls, like, they say that guys, they'll, like, just beef it out and it's done. But girls will hang on to
stuff.
We
linger, and we never forget anything, right?
Why do we do that?
Because we're insane.
No,
we're literally insane.
I always say, I'm like, I'll forgive, but I don't forget. And then I'm like, no, you need to let it go.
I forget everything. I literally black it out when I'm over it. So I'm not typically like that. Everyone else in my life remembers everything. And I'm like, how? I'm like, I hate harboring things. But she's like, Roxy, do this. I'm like, I did what? I have no memory of anything. I'm so sorry.
Because it's stressful and it's like, it's not good for you.
It's
sometimes we internalize. Yeah.
And I'm so all about energy. I'm like, I don't want to harbor anything.
Yeah. But. Well, it'll be, it sounds like it's a great season. And then, of course, breakout EJ. Like, what, is he always as fabulous as he is on the show?
He's even better in real life. He is just, he gives these, like, speeches and he's amazing.
He's like, preach.
He does. And he's like, no girl. And, like, I die for him.
Yeah.
He's so much fun.
It is. I like to see what he's wearing, too.
And now he's so thin. His fashion's, like, even, like, crazier and more amazing. He looks amazing right now.
Do you feel like so much pressure because, with the name Rich Kids of Beverly Hills, that you always have to just be perfection?
The name's not easy. It's not easy. But I think that the name's like our backdrop. And it's okay to wear Zara and Topshop and still be rich. Like, I do it all the time.
Well, that's what I think. I think it's cooler if you didn't spend a lot of money and you look amazing.
I totally agree. I think that fashion's about creativity and not about the price tag of your skirt or your shirt. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I like my expensive bags, but I like my Topshop dresses too.
Yeah. But it would just get exhausting. It's like, if your hair and makeup and your outfit, like everything always has to be on point. You're like, what if I just want to look like crap all day?
Oh,
and, like,
I look
hang
like crap
out in like yoga pants.
I'm in like my jeans and my t-shirt and my hair like in a little pony. I'm like, I just don't want to wear any makeup today. It's fine.
I feel like, though, the fans, like...
The fans love the glitz and the glam.
Well, they love the glitz and the glam, but they also, like, you're definitely a fan favorite because they're like, she's so relatable and she's fun. Like, you're the person that people want to be friends with outside of the show.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, that's sweet.
That's a good thing,
That's
right?
a really good thing. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fun, but... Like, when I'm out and about and I look like shit, I'm like, oh my God, they're going to notice me and look so bad. I should be looking prettier, But
well, it's also when people take the photos and it's like paparazzi, you laugh when someone just catches someone in like a half blink and then they make up a whole thing. It's like anyone can take a photo where it could be 1:00 and you're at Whole Foods and they could say that you're out.
Like that, like who cares?
It's just so
it's
awful.
a pressure, but I guess it's part of the territory.
Yeah. And how have things been with your family with the show now that you are going into season 3 and they're more used to it?
My family's amazing. They're so supportive. I think they're really holding my hand throughout all the crying of this season. So they've been really there for me, and I really love them for that. And they get it. They know that it's not easy. They know it takes really thick skin, and they respect me for doing this. It's really scary being on TV.
So do you get, like, what's it like the season premiere? Will you watch it? Will you have a party? Or do you just not watch any of it?
Well, I don't want to watch it, I don't think, but I'm going to because I probably can't help myself. So I'm watching it this Thursday. for the first time, the first episode.
So you'll kind of know what you already want to tweet during it and have everything set.
Yeah, exactly. And like I know I can like go through my frustrations before it actually airs.
And then, you know, when you watch things back, how is that with your actual, because these are your real friends on the show.
Yeah.
A lot of times people don't realize that it's kind of, you know, it's cast and then
our show is really our friends.
We're really your friends. Yeah. So how do you call each other? Where you'd be like, oh my God, I saw that, because you have the confessionals, which is when they talk straight to camera.
Right. Well, I mean, also editing can be a challenge. So it's like,
yes.
Jennifer Gardner, my producer, why'd you edit me this way? I'm so upset. And like, Morgan, Kim said this about me. So we get through the whole rounds. We all spin out of control at some point in the season, each of us.
And that's why when you have like reunions, everyone's like, because you like been watching it.
Like you said, what about me? I was so nice to you. Like, yeah.
I know, it's like drama in life is already tough enough, but then to get to watch it, to watch yourself and then watch, you know, like if you have a conversation and we say something, then I turn, but you give me a look. Well, I'm not going to see that look, but if you give it to me and I see it on camera, I'm going to be like, what was she doing?
Or say I did it, you forgot about it, but now you're going to relive it and get angry all over again. Yeah. And then I deal with like my mom, I can't understand what about behind your back? And like she refuels me, like if everyone else involved in it now.
It takes a strong person to do this. It's like, honestly, kudos to you.
Lot. Thank you. It's scary. But
well, another fun part about this is obviously you're an entrepreneur, you know, so it's been really great to see your businesses that you started. So talk to us more about like what's been going on with that.
Okay, so I do interior design, and I've like, been building my clients through referrals, and that's been really fun. I'm doing Jane the Virgin, you know, Jaime Camille and Jane the Virgin.
Yes!
I'm doing his house right now.
That's so
which
cool.
Which is really exciting.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful. So I have a lot of that kind of interior design clients, and I'm also wanting to do lots of home good products. So I just launched my candle, which is really fun. It's right there. And I just want to do more products. That's like my whole vision is having like a really inexpensive, beautiful furniture line. Yeah. You don't have to break your bank buying a headboard or a chair. You can like buy one thing and take a bit and a year later and buy another one.
Well, that's the thing is it's kind of like with clothes. You want people to adjust your style, and if you drop so much money, you're like, oh, I'm sticking with this for 20 years.
Exactly. So I think furniture should be kind of the same. It should be options of spending less and getting still the beautiful style and design. Yeah. That's where my long-term goal is.
Yeah. Well, you're so young and you have so much going on, so be proud of yourself, right?
Thank you.
And your dad's got to be proud.
My parents are so proud. Yeah. They're really, really proud. They don't know how I do it. They're like, I don't know how you do all of this. I'm like,
you're like, me either.
But I guess I like it.
Well, no, it's important to do what you love, you know, because that shows. It makes a difference.
Yeah, I feel so lucky that I love what I do. I never feel like I'm working ever. Yeah. Ever, ever.
Well, I have a couple fan questions, and one of them is about interior design. So I'm going to pull that up. And how is it with social media? Like, when people tweet you, do you feel like you plug into it, or do you just kind of like let the feed go?
When they're mean or when they're nice?
Just in general, like, because it's you know, these days they through like say Twitter or commenting on Instagram, they do kind of have a direct line to it, right?
I always interact when I can. I always read them. If they're mean, I kind of laugh, and I might like jokingly be like, okay, yeah, bitch, like whatever, like let's see what you can do. And if they're nice, I like to retweet them and comment back. I think it's nice. If they're supporting me, I should be responsive back.
No, of course. Okay, so Brian wants to know what and who is your design inspiration? And then same question, fashion inspiration.
Ooh, okay. Design inspiration. I think when I was younger, Kelly Wearstone was like my dream human. She was like beautiful and talented and so creative. And I love how her designs have so much depth and these beautiful materials. I think she really inspired me to be an interior designer. Like not the typical like housewife. She was like making it into a brand and a business. And I thought that was really sexy and really cool. So I look up to her for that. Fashion inspiration, I really don't have one. Is that weird? No. I'm the kind of person, if someone has something, I don't want it anymore. So if I see you wearing a dress, even though it's so cute, it's for you, and I'm not going to copy it. So I want to have like my own original style.
No, it is weird when people are like, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? And, you know, they're asking because they want to go get it. And
I don't mind sharing. I'm happy if other people want to buy it, but I like people to be original and different.
No, I hear you. Don't copycat. Yeah. Be an individual.
It's really important to be an individual. It's so much sexier.
Yeah. And that way you can change up your style. It's like, I don't know, some days you can be bohemian. The next day you can be business. It's like
edgy one day. I think it's like having a sense of style is so important to me. And like my friends and like my relationships, I think I'm very aesthetic. So I value that in people.
And then obviously the show, you know, kind of spawned off of this whole rich kids of Instagram and then the Tumblr and everything. So @RobbieK wants to know what you think. Who do you consider a rich kid these days?
I feel like being a rich kid is like growing up in a family and a lifestyle with lots of privilege, and maybe we have like rich kid problems, and they don't sound as serious as everyone else's problems.
Hashtag champagne problems.
Yeah. Like maybe we have some really silly, obnoxious other problems, but we all have the same breakups and relationship struggles and work struggles, you know? And for us, it's almost harder because our bar is set so high. Like, for me to succeed, I have to do so much to provide the lifestyle my parents gave me my whole life. I can't just get a job somewhere and like, oh, I'm proud of myself. That's not enough for me.
And what would you say is something that people wouldn't suspect of you?
I'm really tech savvy.
Yeah?
Like, super tech savvy. I can, like, fix anyone's computer or whatever issue.
Okay, I need your help.
And everyone calls me, they all call me Roxy Google, all of my friends. And anyone have any problem, even if it's, like, about, like, how to make their flowers or how to, like, where to buy something or where to get a plumber. It's like, oh, Roxy, where do I get this? How do I do this? I'm like, everyone's go-to.
You need to have your own app for that.
No,
it's
like
literally,
Roxy says. Like, please make it like a book of all your contacts.
That's genius.
I know, I really should.
No, you could be like Roxy's Guide to Living Life Independently.
I do. It's crazy. I have a person for everything. It's comical. But it's like, I have a guy. Oh, I have a guy. I have a guy for that. I have a guy for that. I'm like, I have a guy for that. For everything.
You sound like an old mob boss. I have a guy for that.
That's literally like my dream. It's what I want to be.
With your dollar bills rolled up with a rubber band.
Like, don't worry about it, honey. I got you.
And what's the most exciting thing you're hoping the fans will love on this season?
Most exciting thing the fans are going to love, I think our trips. I think our trips are really fabulous and fun and sexy.
The trips are so good.
Yeah, we have so much fun. We drink too much, we dance too much, we probably yell too much.
Hey, you're in your 20s. That's what you're supposed to do.
Who cares? Yeah, and we forget about it 5 seconds later.
Perfect. It will be interesting when you have kids, though, when your kids get to watch you back. Like,
hey,
in
Mommy,
your 20s.
What did you do? And I'm like, no, that was fake, honey. Don't worry. Like, earmuffs.
That was produced, honey.
Yeah, that was totally...
I mean, I was basically acting.
Yeah.
That wasn't even champagne. It was apple juice.
Yeah, Martinelli's.
I love it. And anything you want to say to your fans who support and love you and love the show?
Thank you so much for watching me and watching the show. I love you guys, and I hope you guys like this season.
All right. We'll be watching. The premiere is?
May 24th. Sunday, May 24th, 10 p.m. on E!
But you get to watch it this week. I love it. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.